Well, a few weeks ago, a fruit snack brand called Norma's launched.
Yeah, it's based and made in Nebraska, and the woman behind it, she's fascinating. Her story is positively the heartland. With their small wings and big bodies, we marvel how bees can fly, symbolic for how Tessa Porter is also defying the norm.
I started my journey into food in high school. I worked for a caterer, and I was just always interested in how food was made.
The Nebraska native went on to earn a master's in food science.
I studied sucrose crystallization and got really nerdy about spinning protons on sugar molecules. And that just led me down the hole of getting into the candy industry and have never looked back.
As a candy scientist, she's shining in a field made up largely of men. She used to work for a big candy company in Chicago. And it was there her creations won awards. Tessa's team invented Nerds Gummy Clusters, which just this year was named Most Innovative Product in Sweets and Snacks. Gummies are her specialty, and the gummy market has grown more than most in confectionery, parallel to the pandemic.
When everything else seems to be off a bit, you can always turn to something familiar like candy.
Tessa herself craved the familiar. She missed her family and being home, so she moved back.
Now, there's not a lot of large candy manufacturing in Nebraska, so I knew it might be something that we'd have to just create.
Tessa welcomed us to her lab in Omaha. Sprink is where her own brand was born.
For Norma's, our tagline is "No Weird Here."
Named after her grandma, a pioneer in holistic health and wellness, and inspired by a conversation the two had about Norma's homemade syrup.
Do you think we could turn this into a gummy bear? And I said, Grandma, I don't know if you know what I do for a living, but yes, we can do that.
Real and whole ingredients. She even started her own farm to grow rhubarb. Norma's products, shaped like bees, include Nebraska honey from Fathead Farms in Clarkson. Handcrafted, hand-packed, and infused with heart.
Didn't plan on going into retail originally, but putting it at Albion Thrifty Way gives her the ability to go to the store, see her name, see her story on the shelf. And I think there's just a lot of pride in that.
Well, Tessa plans to grow Sprink into a full-scale manufacturing facility still in Omaha and make candy for startups and big-name brands around the world.